If you're looking to have a website made or getting one made, you should probably listen to this. I just delivered some hard news to a business. Essentially, I declined to do SEO on their website. I declined to work on their website. It sucks because it was a freshly built website, and this is a scenario that I see play out too much. The whole website was built in custom code. So there's nothing wrong with that. If the goal of the website is just be that business card, look, it really depends on the business that you're growing. It depends if you have an in-house developer, a full-time developer. That kind of stuff definitely works. A lot of the big companies use only custom websites. But for a small local business, right, the last thing you want is to be locked down to that developer, especially if they're overseas. It's also not very good if you want the website to be somewhat agile. By that I mean being able to just jump in, change a few images, change some text, basic things like SEO titles, meta descriptions, H1, H2, H3 tags, the things that are important to Google. So website's gone up, it's like 100 pages. It looks good, it looks really good. It's just that all the pages were missing basic SEO elements. Of course, I jump in to investigate what kind of workload is it going to take to have these things rolled out, and literally everything is custom coded. It's not sustainable for us. Sure, can we make the edit? Yes, we can. But SEO is doing something to the website every single month, every single week. We're sculpting things. We're seeing where that page ranks, and we're seeing where Google is ranking that page compared to the competitors, and then we're adding elements or taking elements away, backlinks, blogs, guides, a whole bunch of other factors that happen on the page that require the ability to jump in and make edits. The alarming thing is that most agencies out there will gladly say yes to SEOing this and log in to a brick wall, the same brick wall that I just hit, and perform meaningless tasks. They might send some backlinks, they might load up some blogs, but they won't tackle the hard things and they won't have the hard conversation. Because a lot of the time with your common SEO scene is you speaking to a sales rep who earns a commission based on the SEO agreement that they sell, right? They then handle the client to fulfillment, and fulfillment log into the website and be like, this whole thing is custom coded, which means if I adjust some code here, it's like a game of Jenga. So once again, there's nothing wrong with having a custom coded website. It just depends what you want to do with the website in the future. Can we slap up a landing page? Can we adjust things quickly and easily? Absolutely not. And every agency, I've got 15 full-time developers, we can definitely jump in and do what we need to do as like a one-off. But to have that done on a monthly basis, it's just not sustainable for us anyway. Plenty of agencies are built for that, so that works out. So I guess if you're having your website made, try keep clear of anything that is not a page builder. So for example, with WordPress, you've got some really beautiful page builders. Elementor is probably the most used. I use Beaver Builder. There's a whole bunch of others that I don't like. I don't like Divi. I don't like WP Bakery. There's just limitations. But most of all, the reason why I like Beaver Builder is the stability. Is the stability of knowing that there are less chances that the site will go down because of this and this. Yes, we have some caching issues, especially with Cloudflare, but overall I find sites built with Beaver Builder very easy to adjust, very quick to adjust for the client, for us to do SEO, and also quite stable. Otherwise, use something like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace, especially for startup businesses, because in a startup business, you want to make movements in an agile manner, right? You want the business owner or someone high up to be able to make edits. You won't be able to do that when everything is custom coded. You won't be able to do that easily. You'll have to lodge some sort of a ticket with the agency. You'll have to schedule some sort of a job. You wait for that job. It may get done in international hours and so forth. Moral of the story, when you're having a website made, understand what you want from that website. If you want it to progress the Google search results. The tools that it's built with need to be flexible and easy to edit. Using custom code is like cementing things in. You can definitely make adjustments. And look, 10 years ago, it was all mostly custom code. So the luxury of page builders these days, we're blessed, but it also makes it easier for SEOs like me to progress the site. So in this case, I had to have the hard conversation, and I told them, look, if you want me to SEO this website, we need to have this completely rebuilt with page builder elements, with other supporting plugins, SEO tools that we use, right? So the aesthetics of the website can remain the same, but we essentially need to lift the building up on some screw piles, some stilts, swap out, and essentially build out each page by page manually, right? There's no one-click migration. It's a hell of a job. What is it, 97 pages or something? Each one will be built out by hand in a page builder manually. And look, this is a scenario I see play out a lot. This was an extreme case where everything was custom coded. And look, it wasn't even the fault of the developers, because I actually asked them, I go, well, look, when you ordered this website, what other conversations were had? And you got what you paid for. You got a good looking website that's like a business card, but that's it. You can't really get much more out of it unless you're prepared to tackle some custom code. So it wasn't really anybody's fault. It's just early on, the business owner wasn't aware of what he wanted from the site. It's okay, I need a site up. Let's get a site up. Okay, now we need the site to do this. We need this site to do this. We need the site to do this. Here are the blockers. Okay, so be aware of when you're getting the site made. Just ask around, what tools are you going to be using? Where is it going to be hosted? Security, backups. This is going to be WordPress. So keep in mind, while WordPress is definitely the best, it's definitely the steepest learning curve if you want to try to figure it out yourself. And you definitely should be sticking to page builders. The less code, the better, because the way WordPress works is it has updates. And you choose the theme and the plugins that you want to use to build the site. And each plugin has updates. And all of a sudden you've got maybe 10 or 15 plugins, pieces of software that are constantly updating by third-party companies, and you want them to get along. So it's really important. There's things like cPanel backups, general backups. Anyhow, I see this too much. In many cases, I decline the SEO campaign because I feel like it would be unethical of me to say yes to this website with all of these blockers. So in many cases, we do rebuild it using a page builder. Always at the end, the client is happy because they're able to make basic things like changing this image or updating the text without constantly raising a ticket. And a lot of the time that comes at a one-off cost if it's like an IT web company. It's like, yep, you want to make this edit, it's going to cost you this much. Whereas now they're able to jump in and make edits themselves. Happy days.